Here is a simple watercolor using basic techniques that you can do. You'll see how quickly a few brushstrokes can build a complete composition. Starting without a drawing, the first step is to brush some water onto the dry paper. Now I can drop in my sky color, and so you'll see that there are some hard edges and some soft edges, just like you would see in a partly cloudy sky. The pigments and brushes are listed in the description. Using wet on dry, start painting the distant mountains. I'm using a combination of Cobalt Blue, Dioxazine Violet, and Burnt Sienna to make a colorful gray. I'm drawing the brush down towards the bottom of the page in order to build out the shape of the mountains. I'm leaving white paper to show the sky reflecting in the water. To keep the pigments wet and interacting with each other, I spritz the page with a little bit of water. Using wet into wet, I'm deepening the value of the mountains and the reflections in the water. Notice how again I drop some pigment into the wet mountain on the paper to not only give it more value, but to allow the pigments to blend naturally on the paper. This adds color and liveliness. Occasionally you'll see me drag the brush at nearly a flat angle across the paper. This gives the effect of some sparkle on the water. This is called a dry brush technique. I'm continuing to pull the colors toward the bottom of the paper, and as you can see, the pigment is lighter at this point. I added more value to the water, and I'm starting to brush on the foreground foliage. The brush I'm using is an Escoda Optimo liner, and the reason I like it is because the bristles are really soft and bend easily, so it helps make the brushstrokes more random. The colors I'm using are shadow green, undersea green, and burnt sienna. I'm adding some details to the foliage and scraping out some branches. When the paper is wet, the scratches cause the branches to be dark. When the paper is starting to dry, and this can be tricky to figure out, you have to watch the sheen of the pigment on the paper. This scraping technique will cause the paint to lift and make light branches. In my case, all the branches are dark. I'm spattering on a little bit of white ink to suggest some flowers. And there you have it, a simple mountain and sea watercolor done in under half an hour. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next one.